Okay, hello once again. After reading your materials and then after having watched Professor Dave's video materials on implicit differentiation, we have here some, ano lang to, this video is only for more illustration on some problems involving implicit differentiation. Now, that syempre dapat nakapag-review na rin kayo. You have already watched the video by Professor Dave, or at least have read your lesson or your materials here for implicit differentiation. Okay? So, may mga exercises dito. Later on, pwede nang solve itong mga practice problems ni Paul dito sa Paul's online notes. No? So, you can see also you can check this in the internet. No? Okay. So, try tayo mag-solve ng ito. So, now, we will not be solving by explicit differentiation kasi yung mga dati natin ginagawa which is explicit differentiation, ang ginagawa lang doon is that lagi lang tayong sigurado that your function of x alone ang makikita nyo. Wala kayong makikitang ibang variables on the right side of the equation. So, you are given, meron kayong pure function of x. So, walang involved na ibang variables doon. So, you can find the derivative by just following the basic rules or the chain rule, no, for differentiation. Now, here, sometimes kasi, just like this one, so number 1, no, so you can see that this one can, para bang hindi siya, na-solve siya using explicit differentiation because you have here the y to the 9th na variable. Okay? Kaya ang madaling gawin dito is to find the derivative for this one is to solve this by implicit differentiation. Okay. So, paano ba yung way? So, there are different ways na presented sa mga lectures ninyo kung paano pag-solve nito, no? So, one way, for example, number 1, no? X squared y to the 9 equals 2. So, if you get to the derivative of this one, so meron kayong always look at this one kasi product yan. So, ibig sabihin, if you solve this, if you get the derivative for this, so you use again the product rule. No? So, ang product rule natin, sabi natin, the derivative of the first times the second plus derivative of the second times the first. No? So, yun na po rin ang pa-follow natin. Okay? So, the derivative of the first, since with respect to x yung ano natin, so with the derivative of the first, it will be 2x. Okay? Times the second. So 2x yan, multiply to y to the 9. Okay? Tapos plus, derivative naman ng second times the first. However, look at this one. Kasi nga, y to the 9 yan, we have a variable y. So since ang derivative natin with respect to x, so pag kinuha natin derivative nito, so we think of that as x lang. So that become 9y to the 8. However, since nga with respect to x tayo, so this is then y prime. Okay? Times x squared. Okay? So, ganun na siya, no? So again, ulitin natin, derivative of the first, that will become 2x. Let's copy this one times the second, that's y to the 9, plus derivative naman ng second, y to the 9, ang derivative niya ay 9y to the 8 by the power rule. Kaya lang, since we are getting the derivative with respect to 9, so that's become y prime, no? Times the first factor, which is x squared. Okay? And then this is equal to 0. Kasi nga, ang derivative ng constant na 2 ay 0. Then, maiwan dito yung lahat ng, para mapagsasamahin yung lahat ng may y prime dito sa left side. And then mag-transfer sa kabilang side lahat ng may mga, lahat ng walang y prime. So here, you'll be left with 9. So pwede ko na ayusin to, 9x squared, y to the 8, y prime, equals 2x, equals negative. Kasi nga, syempre pag by transposition or by subtracting this term to both sides of the equation, you will get negative 2x y to the 9 sa kabila. Okay? And then syempre ang sabi nga ng previous mga lectures na nabasa ninyo o kaya napanood ninyo, you will now divide both sides kung naman yung naka-attached sa y prime nyo. Hence your y prime. So pag di-divide ako ng 9x squared y to the 8 dito, so I will just be left with with y prime alone, no? So maka-cancel out ito. Dito naman, magdi-divide na naman ako. So this whole thing, sige, alisin ko muna yung y prime sa baba. Hindi ko nalilito. So, divide ko both sides by 9x squared, y to the 8. So, finally, my y prime, if I can simplify this kasi nga, product naman yan. So, ka-cancel out yung x dito. So, we'll be left with x here. And then, yung isang y sa taas. So, the answer will be negative 2y over 9x. Ito yung y prime natin. Ito na yung derivative nito. So, okay, this number 1. Okay? So, this one. I hope clear sa inyo. Now, next, let's try to solve another. So, number 2, kaya-kaya na yan. So, halos similar lang. No? But if not, kung medyo ano kayo, sige, 6x over y to the 7 equals 4. Actually, pwede ko namang ayusin yan. I can multiply both sides. No? I can multiply both sides by y to the 7. So that I will just be left with 6x equals 4y to the 7. Yan. And then after that, okay, get the derivative. The derivative dito, since with respect to x yan, ano lang yan, constant multiple. So this is just 6, no? 6 lang. Wala kang ngayon lalagay na ibang ano dyan. Now next sa kabila equals the derivative of this. Since nga again, y ito, this, we are getting the derivative with respect to x. Same pa rin naman, power rule, this become 28 y to the 6 because you multiply 4 by 7. No? So 28 y to the 6. Kaya lang, again, y prime. Okay? So do not forget lang ng ganon. Kapag kumukuha ka ng derivative with respect to another variable, so you have to put yon. Kasi because that's understood to be dy over dx. Huh? So then divide both sides. Since nga y prime pwede magpaliktad or ano, I can write this. The same lang naman to. If you would like, para lang hindi nasa kabilang side lang siya, pwede naman. Then you divide both sides lahat na naka-attach sa y prime. So my y prime will be 6 over 28 y to the 6. Then I will simplify by 2. So you can divide by 2. This will become 3. And this will become 14. So finally, your y prime is 3 over 14 y to the 6. Okay, so that's our that is our derivative. Okay. So ganun siya, no? All right. Next, tingin tayo ng iba. Sige, sa baba. Wait lang. So let's have another more complicated. Ito siguro. Ito muna, before tayo mag-move dito. So let's have number 6 here. Number 6, sabi niya, ln of x times y. No? Equals x. Actually, pwede ko namang ayusin to kung gusto ko lang. Kasi ang ln of x times y, because this one is, I can have that as, there's another way. But if you want to, pwede naman na hindi. Pero pwede naman that this is the same. By the rules on logarithm, this is just equal to ln of x plus ln of y equals x. No? So itong dalawa ito, this is our property. So this is the same as ln of x plus ln of y equals x. Okay? Next, get the derivative. Okay, derivative nito is 1 over x. dx. So kaya lang dx1. So yan na siya. Plus, this one is 1 over y. Kaya lang, again, since with respect to getting the derivative with respect to x, this is y prime. Equals 1. O yan na. So pwede nang lumipat ngayon tong kabila yung 1 over x mo. Hence, I will have y1 over y prime equals 1 minus 1 over x. No? And then afterwards, so I can multiply both sides by y. So my y prime will be equal to 1 minus 1 over x multiplied by y. Or my y prime is equal to y minus y over x. So it will just disregard. Pwedeng ito na ito ng sa answer nyo or ito na. Okay, so this is my y prime. This is the derivative. Okay? I hope clear. Sige. Tingin tayo ng mas ano. Let's have number 11. No? Number 11, this is sine x cosine y plus e to the 4y. Sine x plus cosine y equals e to the 4y. Ayan. Now, the derivative of sine x is cosine x. And the derivative of cosine y is negative sine y. Negative sine y, however, again, y prime, no? Equals, lumilipad ang aking pen. Equals, so the derivative of this one of e to the u ay e to the u du. So this is e to the 4y times 4, no? Kasi nga derivative of 4y is 4. Kaya lang, again, since y yan, this is y prime. So lahat ng may y prime sa kabilang side, will be left with, or pagsamahin nyo lang. Pwede naman kasi para hindi na ako magano ng positive and negative. Kung lumipat ito, then, or mag-change ng sign, no, para hindi pangit na negative siya. So pwedeng ito nalipat ko sa kabila. Matitira na lang yung cosine x dito. And then I will have by symmetric property, pwede naman nang magpalit, no? Or anyway, so it will look like this, no? Cosine x, sabi nyo nga natin, equal yan sa 4e to the 4y. Ito yon, plus sine y, quantity y prime. And then again, dividing both sides, kung ano may nakatouch sa y prime nyo, therefore, finally, my y prime will be cosine x. Ano na, interchange ko na lang, no? All over 4e to the 4y plus sine y. So this is then the derivative for your number 11. Number 13, for example. Number 13, you have y squared 4 minus x squared equals y to the 7th plus 9x. Yan. So, nasa inyo kung gusto nyo expand ito. Or pwede rin na ganito siya, no? So, this is the derivative of product. Kasi pag expand ko yan, hindi naman mawawalan derivative ng product ko kasi mayroon pa akong y squared, x squared, no? So, pwedeng ganito na siya para minsanan na lang. So, again, the derivative of the first, that will be 2y multiplied to 1 minus x squared. Kaya, again, this mo siyang y prime, no? Kasi nga, kinuha mo yung derivative nito na y. So, the derivative of the first times the second plus, okay, so derivative na seconds, derivative nito ay 0 minus 2x, no? Kasi nga derivative na x squared. So, 2x, negative 2x na lang. Negative 2x times y squared. So, ang y squared parang constant lang siya, no? So, again, derivative of the first times the second, okay, with y prime, because this is y, plus derivative of the second, that will be negative 2x times y squared, okay, equals, this is y to the 7 plus 9x, so derivative ng y to the 7 ay 7, y to the 6, y prime, kasi nga y siya, 7y to the 6y prime, my power rule, plus 9. Kasi nga, with respect to x naman ito. Okay, again, lahat ng may y prime, pagsamahin, lahat ng wala, pagsamahin. So, you will be left with, dito sa kabila, I will have 2y, 1 minus x squared, tapos ito, ilipat ko siya dyan, minus 7y to the 6, quantity, y prime. Ito clear sa inyo, no? I-transfer ito sa kabila. So, ito yan. Pinactor out ko yung y prime, no? Sa lahat na kasi na may y prime. And then sa kabilang side naman, yung 9. Since negative ito dito sa side na to, so pag lumipat siya magiging positive. So, plus 2x y squared. Ayan. Then dividing both sides kung ano naka kay y prime. Kaya ang y prime na lang natin will be, para makancel out to, parang lilipat lang sa baba dito. So, 9 plus 2xy squared all over. Yan. So, I will have here 2y multiplied to 1 minus x squared minus 7y to the 6. Okay. So, this is then the derivative of, ano bang number to? Number 13. Oh, number 13. This one. Okay. Let's have one more or two more. Move tayo pababa to check on, maybe, ano bang gusto ba ninyo? Sige, mamaya meron pa mas komplikado ng konti. Number 16, maybe. So, how about number 16, no? So, for number 16, again, meron kang y, x cubed, minus cosine x sine y equals 7x. Yan. So, paano kumuha ng derivative? Again, product to, product rule tayo. So, derivative of the first, now derivative of y is 1 times the second. Kaya lang, since nga derivative with respect sa y to, so meron kang y prime ngayon dito. Okay? Plus, derivative of the second, 3x squared times y. Yan. No? So, derivative of y, so that's 1, y prime, times the second, plus the second, derivative of the second, rather, that's 3x squared times the first. Okay, so, yun na yun. Now, sa kabila naman, so since mag-product rule din tayo ulit dito, so kailangan nakakulong sila para hindi tayo malilito doon sa operations because we have a negative here outside. Again, derivative of the first, which is cosine x, and derivative ng cosine x ay negative sine x times the second. Okay, derivative of the first times the second plus derivative of the second, cosine y, okay, times the first, cosine x. However, again, since nag-derivative tayo ng may y, so this is then y prime, equals derivative of 7x, that will be equal to 7. Ayan. So tingnan natin kung ano yung pagsasamahin natin. No? So, expand muna natin. You will have your x cubed, y prime, plus 3x squared y. You have negative here, negative doon, magiging plus sine x, sine y. Tapos negative cosine y, cosine x, y prime, negative, negative equals 7. So, itong ngayon, lilipat ngayon itong 3x squared y plus sine x sine y sa kabila. So, matitira dito ay x cubed y prime minus cosine y, or pwede mo una yung cosine x na, cosine x cosine y, y prime. Then sa kabila naman, I will have 7 minus 3x squared y minus sine x sine y. Then you can factor out by y prime multiplied to x cubed minus cosine x cosine y equals 7 minus 3x squared y minus sine x sine y. Then, again, kung nakatouch sa y prime, dividing both sides by ito na to, x cubed minus cosine x cosine y, your final answer for your y prime will be, ito, no, same pa rin, 7 minus 3x squared y minus sine x sine y all over x cubed minus cosine x cosine y. Okay, so that's it. So, yun ang sagot for number 16. Okay. And finally, last natin example, we can have number 17. No? This is number 17. Or, ano bang gusto ninyo? Like number 19? Sige, 17 muna tayo. So, mamaya tinan natin, last na lang natin yung number 19. Now, you might be wondering, paano to, no? Now, sige, maybe I can have 17, 19, and then 20. Okay, number 17. 17 muna tayo. So, you have here e to the x cosine y plus sine xy. Yun pala yung kanina. Sorry. Yun pala yung ano natin. Parang nalito na ako. Sige. Tama ba yung ano natin? Redo ko nga. Ano yung... tama. E to the x cosine y. Wait. So, to recall. Yan, ito yung kanina natin. So y, number 16. So let's have number 17 then. Okay, number 17, e to the x cosine y plus sine of xy equals 9. Yan. So, again, this is product rule, no? Kaya nga, inano ko kayo na sanayin yung mga sarili nyo in doing basic rules for differentiation and then the chain rule kasi mahirapan talaga kayo dito sa implicit if you're not familiar with those techniques, no? Okay. First, the derivative of the first times the second. So, derivative ng e to the x ay e to the x times the second plus derivative of the second. So, derivative ng second ay negative sine y times the first, e to the x, no? Pwedeng e to the x ko. Again, ito ay meron dapat na y prime. Okay? Plus, okay, chain rule tayo. Derivative ang una muna, yung derivative muna na nasa labas, di ba? Derivative na nasa labas ay cosine of xy times yung derivative na nasa loob. Okay, ito na yun. So, derivative na nasa loob, product rule tayo. Okay, derivative of the first, that's derivative of x is 1 times y, no? Plus derivative of the second, derivative ng y is 1 also times x, no? So, repeating y plus x. Kaya lang, since dito sa pangalawa, kinuha natin derivative ng y, so this should have y prime. Yan. Equals 9. Ay, 9 to lang. Derivative of 9 is 0 rather. Yan. Tingnan natin paano simplify lahat, ha? So, ito ngayon ay e to the x cosine y minus e to the x sine y prime plus, ito ngayon, didistribute natin sa first, hindi dito sa xy, didistribute natin sa buong cosine xy. So, y cosine xy plus x cosine xy y prime. Ayan. Equals 0. So, lahat ng may y prime again, magsasama. Tapos yung wala, lilipat sa kabila. So, matitira dito, I can have x cosine xy. No, ito. Tapos, factor out ko na yung y prime para madali na lang. Minus e to the x sine y. So, this is, factor out y prime here. Ito, no? Saka ito. Kita nyo dito, ha? Tapos, equal. Sa kabila naman, negative sila kasi magto-transpose sa kabila. I will have negative e to the x cosine y minus y cosine xy. Okay. And I'm dividing both sides by ito. Lahat na nakadikit sa y prime. So, y prime ko ngayon will be negative e to the x cosine y minus y cosine xy all over x cosine xy minus e to the x sine y. Ayan. So, yan ang derivative nito, number 17. Na do not be discouraged o kaya intimidated na ito. Tandaan nyo, ito understood yan ng x cubed plus 2y raised to 1/2. No? So, pwede nyo i-try din yan if you want. But let's have ito number 19. So, kamukha rin siya actually nitong kanina doon sa sin xy. No? Pero sige, tingnan natin. So, number 19, you have tangent of 3x plus 7y equals 6 minus 4x raised to negative 1. So, the derivative, again, derivative mo muna nasa labas. Derivative of tangent is secant squared of, ito, ano man nandito sa loob, 3x plus 7y. Okay, multiplied to, yan. So, derivative naman ang nasa loob, which is 3. Derivative kasi with respect to x plus 7. Pero ito ngayon, meron siyang y prime. Equals 6, derivative of 6 is 0. And then derivative of negative 4x raised to negative 1, power rule ulit. This is negative 1 times negative 4. That will be plus 4x raised to negative 2. No? So, tapos ito, pwede na itong distribute. So, we'll have here 3 second squared of 3x plus 7y plus 7 of second squared of 3x plus 7y. Ito ngayon may y prime equals 4x raised to negative 2. Okay. So ito ngayon, lilipat sa kabila, ito maiwan. I will be having 7 and second squared of 3x plus 7y, y prime, equals 4x raised to negative 2 minus 3 second squared of 3x plus 7y. Then dividing both sides with this one, so we'll be left with y prime. So just copy this. All over 7 second squared of 3x plus 7y. Okay, so yan. That's it. And finally, taas ko lang. May, ito naman halos pareho lang. Kaya lang dito kanina, product rule. Meron kayo, ay product rule dito. Saan ba yan? Ito ay meron kayong addition rule, no? For derivatives. Ito naman quotient rule. Pero same lang naman ang scenario. So again, dito sa number 21, derivative muna na of the outside. So cosine of this. Tapos times yung derivative of the inside. Ayun, magkakaroon ka na ngayon ng chain rule. Ng derivative of quotient na dito. Quotient rule, no? Yun. Ito muna tayo, 20. Number 20. So number 20, meron kang e to the x squared plus y squared equals e to the x squared y squared. This one. So same lang naman ang rule pa rin. So ang derivative ng e to the u ay e to the u du. Kaya ang derivative nito ay e to the x squared plus y squared pa rin times yung derivative nito. Yan. So kaya lang nakabuo yan kasi nga term by term derivative nito ay derivative ng x squared ay 2x at ang derivative ng y squared ay 2y pero y prime. Yan. Tapos sa kabila naman same din. Derivative nito ay e to the u du, e to the x squared y squared. However, derivative naman nito product rule tayo. So the first derivative of the first that will be 2x y squared plus derivative naman ng y squared ay 2y times x squared. Pero syempre, sa kabila, ano siya dito? Para hindi ka dito. So 2y times x squared. Don't forget, ito ay y prime. Ayan. So, plus 0. So derivative naman ng 1 ay 0. So ito na siya. So, distribute lang. You will have 2x e to the x squared plus y squared plus 2y e to the x squared plus y squared y prime equals 2xy squared e to the x squared y squared plus 2x squared y e to the x squared y squared y prime. Yan. So, same practice din. Again, pagsamahin yung ano dyan. And then, ito naman sa kabilang side. Then, factor out again by y prime. I hope ano sa inyo na ito ay y prime dyan. Tapos dito, matitira ay 2y e to the x squared plus y squared. I hope you can follow, ha? Minus, lipat sa kabila, 2x squared y e to the x squared y squared naman. Ito plus, ito ang product, ha? So again, ito minus ito. Tapos sa kabila naman, 2xy squared e to the x squared y squared minus 2x e to the x squared plus y squared. Yan, mata ko na ano na. Okay, sige. So y prime. So ito ngayon, kopyahin naman. Double check nyo na lang, ha. Baka meron akong mga hindi napapansin na sinusulat. Y squared So, minus 2x e to the x squared plus y squared all over ito, no? Which is 2y. Wait lang. So, pwede pala akong factor out ng 2, no? Tingnan natin kung meron tayong pwedeng tanggalin. So, 2y e to the x squared plus y squared minus 2x squared y e to the x squared y squared. Okay. Kaya lang itong mga e to the x squared y squared, hindi naman ito pwedeng factor out, no? Same thing yung x natin. X pwede siya dito, pero sa baba, wala ka namang factor ng x din. So, y hindi naman sila common. So, ang common lang ay 2. So, pwede nang tanggalin ng 2. Factor yung kasi ng 2. So, tanggal na yan. So, ito na yung matitira natin. Okay, so yun ang ating derivative for number 20. Okay, let's have some exercises dito sa find the equation of the tangent line at a given point, no? So, tingnan natin number 23. Number 23. So, given na yung point. So, hanapin na lang natin yung slope. So, the equation of the slope is by performing implicit differentiation for this one. Okay, so ang ating function ay 3x this fraction. So, ang ating expression ay 3x plus y squared equals x squared minus 19. Okay. Now, derivative, this one is 3 plus derivative nito ay 2y, y prime. Okay. Equals derivative nito ay x squared ay 2x. Then derivative ng 19 ay 0. So, you will have 2y, y prime equals 2x minus 3. Yan. And then y prime will be equal to 2x minus 3 over 2y. Okay, so check natin ha. 2y, y prime o 2x doon. Tapos lipat ito sa kabila. Then divide both sides by 2y. Ayan. So at point what? At point negative 4, 3. So ang y prime ko, substituting the values negative 4, 3, I will have 2 times negative 4 minus 3 over 2 times 3. Yan. 2 times negative 4, that will be negative 8 minus 3. Yun ay negative 11. At sa baba naman ay 6. So this is then the slope of the tangent line. So y prime at, this is y prime at negative 4, 3. No? So ang ating slope ay negative 11 over 6. Therefore, the equation of the line will be y minus 3 because yun ang y natin equals the slope is negative 11 over 6 multiplied to x minus negative 4x plus 4. So this is then the point slope form. So bahala kayo kung you'd like to expand and then you can have the slope intercept form or the general form of the equation of the line. Okay, number 24. You have here sine x cosine y equals 1. Tapos ang points natin are parehong pi over 4 and negative pi over 4. I hope sa inyo yung mga special angles natin. Ha? Okay, derivative of the product. No? This is 2. May 2 pala tayo dito. 2 sine x cosine y equals 1. Okay. So, derivative of the product. Pwede yung 2 ko nakahiwalay muna kung gusto natin, pero pwede naman nakasama na siya sa sine x. So, derivative of sine x ay cosine x. So, again, product, no? Derivative of the first times the second. So, 2 cosine x cosine y plus derivative of the second. So, that is negative sine y times 2 sine x. Let's copy that. Times 2 sine x. Y prime. No? Equals 0. Kasi 1 yun. Listen lang natin. This will become 2 cosine x cosine y minus 2 sine x sine y prime. 0. Okay? So ito, pwede kong lipat to sa kabila, then divide both sides by negative 2. I hope, ma-imagine nyo ha, ito, ililipat ko sa kabila, magiging negative 2 cosine x cosine y. So meron silang negative 2 to both sides, so makakancel na yung 2. Kaya, divide ko both sides by negative 2. So ang matitira dito You can practice. You can try. I will be having sine x, sine y prime equals cosine x, cosine y na lang. Yan. Kasi pag nilipat ko ito doon, magiging negative, then I can divide both sides by negative 2. So magiging positive na to. Ito ngayon, since negative kanina, at mag-divide ka ng negative 2, mag-ipa-positive na rin siya. So ang y prime natin will be cosine x, cosine y over sine x, sine y. Now, substituting the value at at those points at pi over 4, negative pi over 4. No? So negative yung ating sign, no? So negative ang angle. So ang slope natin will be cosine pi over 4, cosine negative pi over 4, over sine pi over 4, sine negative pi over 4. Okay, so again, paano bang pi over 4? Ang pi over 4 are square root of 2 over 2, square root of 2 over 2. This is for pi over 4. Now, for negative pi over 4, since ang negative pi over 4 is in the fourth quadrant, your x is positive and your y is negative. Yan. So, ito yung ating cosine. It's the variable x. At ito yung ating sine, the variable y. No? So, itong ating cosine pi over 4, that will be square root of 2 over 2. Ito ko na sa side ko ilagay ha. So, ang slope natin ay square root of 2 over 2 for the cosine pi over 4. Tapos cosine negative pi over 4, pareho din siyang square root of 2 over 2. Hindi naman siya magne-negative kasi nandito tayo, this is negative pi over 4. No, fourth quadrant. Tapos sa kabila naman, sa baba naman, yung sine pi over 4 ko, pareho din square root of 2 over 2. Pero yung kanyang negative pi over 4, that's negative square root of 2 over 2. Okay, so since pareho yan, 1 is positive, this will become 1/2, no? Kasi 2 over 4. Tapos ito, negative 2 over 4. So the slope is only equal to negative 1. Yan ang slope. Since slope yan, yun na, diretso na tayo. So y plus pi over 4 equals, slope mo ay negative of x minus pi over 4. So that's the equation. This is the equation of our line in number 24. Okay, so yun. So those are the things that you have to practice in solving in this implicit differentiation, no? So tiyagaan nyo lang. Ang importante dito talaga, you master muna yung basic rules for differentiation and also the chain rule. Yun ang mga kailangan yung baon in understanding the implicit differentiation. Now, you can practice, may practice problems dito, and there are also a lot of problems na pwede yung tingnan sa internet. So yun lang. Practice lang naman ang kailangan yung gawin, no? This is the practice problems dito, may mga answer key, so you can check your answers if tama or saan kayo nagkakamali. So yun, ganun lang naman talaga. No? Again, sabi ko nga, math hindi nakukuha sa titig, so you have to solve. No? Kahit naman ako, hindi naman ako, pagtingin ko lang, alam ko na kaagad. So I have to solve. So kailangan, discipline na lang. Okay, good luck to everyone. That's all. Thank you. End ko na itong video.